Hello guys, welcome to my week-old curls that look absolutely ridiculous. So we're gonna do some really quick hairstyles that you can do in 3 to 5 minutes. If you are not able to do a wash day, you have to rush out the door and you don't want to look like a crazy maniac like me. So let's just go ahead and get started. So this first hairstyle is so simple, you won't even believe it. The only things you're gonna need is some gel. I like this Eco coconut oil gel. You're gonna need a brush and you're gonna need your favorite claw clip. As you can see, my curls have a little bit of definition towards the end, but at the top it's really messed up. So on the days that I get to like day 6 and day 7, I'll just take my spray bottle, spray the top of my head. I'm going to use some of this gel here, and I'm going to put some on the top of my head as well. And then just to make this look a little bit more put together, sometimes I'll do like a small part, so I'm going to do that. So I have this part here, nothing too fancy, and it didn't really mess up the curls even more. And then you're just going to take your brush and brush your hair as sleek back as you can. Once you get your hair as smooth as you possibly can, just get a hair bow, and you're just going to put your hair in a hair bow. If your curls look good enough, you can pull off this low ponytail if you want. And if it's frizzy at the top, I just grab one of these ribbons and I just take it and I tie it. You leave it like that, or you can tie it in a little bow. And this allows it to kind of hide the frizz and you still have a pretty put together look. So that's the first hairstyle. If that doesn't work out for you and you feel like the curls are too puffy, we're going to move on to the next idea. So we're going to stick with the same concept. We already have our hair slicked back. We have our cute little part. The part is obviously optional. So then you're going to take your hair and you are going to roll it like so. And this is where you grab your favorite claw clip. This is my go-to clip. And then you're just going to claw your curls. The more hair you have, this will obviously roll around a little bit more, but if you have your hair a little bit shorter, you don't have to do that extra roll. And you're just going to get it in as close as you can to your head, and then you're going to flip your curls around. Now with this hairstyle, you do have to kind of work your curls around just so that it doesn't look crazy, but I've worn this to work and out, and I've gotten compliments on it, so you can do it too. Any stragglers like this, I will actually just wrap around the claw clip. And I'll use one of the little hooks to keep it in. And when you've tucked away all your little stragglers or any curls that you think look a little crazy, you'll have this kind of look, and it's my definition or my way of having a curly girl messy bun. And just like that, you look more put together and you can leave the house. All right, finally we have my last look and probably the most forgiving. I'm gonna do a high bun, and I get so many compliments on this hairstyle. It's actually crazy because every time people say, your hair looks so good, I'm like, this is literally my struggle bus hair. Like, this is my hair not combed. This is me rolling out of bed. Like, this is the worst hair I could think of, but everyone loves this hairstyle. I continuously get compliments at work. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for this style, you're going to use the same product. You can choose to keep the part if you want to, but we are going to give some attention to the back of our scalps just so that the back of our head is nice and smooth and not crazy. We're going to add a little bit more gel to the back of my head, and we want to get everything as smooth as possible. And I like the bun as high as I can kind of get to. Okay, once you have all of the kinks out of your hair and everything looks as smooth, if you feel anything, I just use a brush that's used for detangling and get those knots out or those curls that are stuck out just smoothed out. Then you're just going to take a hair bow and get it as tight as you can. Sometimes you'll get a few pieces that stick out, and I just go back in with my brush. And it's okay if this part doesn't look so pretty because you're covering it up anyway with the bun. This part, the goal is to showcase the prettiest parts of your curls. So most of your hair looks frizzy, but towards the end, the curls are looking a little bit better. And so your job is to showcase those curls. You may have to work your bun a few times, but I will roll it and flip it around until I'm showcasing the prettiest curls that I can find. And we're just going to slowly roll. And like I said, It's okay if it's a little bit frizzy in certain parts because you're going to use those pretty curls to kind of be the star of the show. So as you can see, these curls look decent, and so that's what's going to be the star of my show. Once I have my hair wrapped around, I go in with some bobby pins and I just tuck away the very end of my ponytail into my bun. And then if you have any stragglers or any crazy pieces of hair sticking out, you are going to tuck those away, but you're also using the bobby pin to secure the rest of the bun. And you can use your hands to just shape it up a little bit. If you have any pieces like this, this is where you use the bobby pin. Just take it, tuck it in, and voila, problem solved. So this is our final bun. And like I said, this is the one I get the most compliments on. If you have any frizzies or flyaways, you can go ahead and brush those down. And if you like edges, you can just do a little swoop and it just adds a little extra pizzazz. If you have shorter hair in the back, you can even pull out a few strands and have some curls hanging, or even have some curls hanging right here. Those are just a few touches that can make the bun look like it was intentional and that it's not your 7th day of not washing your hair. I hope these 3 hairstyles were helpful for you guys. Don't forget to comment down below which one your favorite one is, or if you have any questions, subscribe, like this video, and share it with other curly heads like yourself. And I will see you guys in the next video.